During my sister's wedding, don't ruin my day, she whispered. Then the groom found the messages. It happened in the middle of the wedding reception when the music was loud, the lights were warm, and everyone was smiling. Nothing in the world could go wrong, but my sister leaned in close to me while pretending to fix my dress and whispered, "Don't ruin my day." And the way she said it was not a request, it was a warning. My name is Tyler, and I never thought I would be the reason a wedding fell apart, especially my own sister's wedding in a small venue outside Denver, Colorado, where everything looked perfect on the outside but had been broken for a long time underneath. I had always been close to my sister, Melissa, growing up. Even when life got messy after our parents' divorce, I helped her through high school breakups, college distress, and even paid part of her rentance when she lost their job. So when she got engaged to Ryan, I genuinely thought she had finally found someone who made her happy, but something always felt off about how she acted around Milik. She was nervous or hiding something, and at first I ignored it because I did not want to ruin her hap. Pines, but over the months leading up to the wedding, I started noticing things strange. Calls she would step away to take messages she deleted quickly, and moments where Ryan would look at me like he was trying to figure something out that I could not explain. I told myself it was just wedding stress until the night before the ceremony, when I accidentally saw a message pop up on her phone while we were setting up decorations, and it was from an unsaved number saying, "Are you still going to tell him the truth about Tyler?" And I felt my stomach drop. But she grabbed her phones. I'll fast, I did not venture to ask what it meant, and she just smiled too quickly and said it was nothing. Just work stress. The next day everything moved fast. The ceremony was beautiful. My sister looked perfect, and Ryan looked happy in a way that made me almost believe everything was normal again. But during the reception, I noticed Ryan kept glancing at this phone more than usual. And then I saw White again, her phone on the table, lighting up repeatedly with messages she kept trying to hide, and that is when everything started to unravel. I was standing near the dessert table when Yam picked up her phone by accident, thinking it was his, and saw the screen light up, and his expression changed completely. He froze and then looked at her like he was seeing someone he did not recognize, and I knew in that second that whatever secret she had been hiding was finally out in the open. Heck quietly asked her, "What is this?" and she tried to laugh it off, saying it was nothing, just old drama, but he was already scrolling, and his hands start shaking as she read message after message from different people, all tied to the same name. Me not understand at first, but Hen heard on out loud a sking why she was still yelling about cutting contact with me, and another saying she promised I would never find out about what really happened last year, and the room started going quiet. As people realized something was wrong, my sister panicked, grabbed his arm and whispered again, "Don't ruin my day," but this time her voice was desperate, not controlling, and Ryan pulled away and said, "It think you already did," and then he showed everyone the messages, screenshots of conversations where she had been telling people I was obsessed with her, that I had right to interfere in her relationship, and that it needed to be kept away for her safety. And the worst part was she had been building that story for months, twisting every interaction between use into something dark and inappropriate. And I just stood there completely frozen as people started whispering, and my parents looked at me confused because none of it was true. And then the final message appeared on the screen, a voice note she had sent to someone saying, "If he ever finds out the truth about Tyler, he will leave me. I cannot let that happen." And that was when Ryan Finn. Ally removed his ring and set it on the table in front of her and said, "I cannot marry someone who lies about their own family like this." And my sister broke down in front of everyone, crying, saying I was supposed to protect myself, but nobody believed her anymore. The wedding ended right there. People started leaving early. The music stopped and the decorations suddenly felt empty. And I just walked outside into the parking lot, not because I was angry, but because I needed air.